Police advocates say the Middletown police officer had no choice but to open fire when a man opened a door with a gun pointed at him. The officers were responding to a 911 call for two men fighting in an apartment on Park Lane.
The 911 call for help came in just after 7 p.m. at the Old Town Apartments off Park Lane. Dan Hills, president of Frontline Advisors, which represents the Middletown FOP, says the officers were responding to a fight call.
I don't believe the initial information that they received from another caller in the building mentioned anything about a weapon at all. It just said the two men were fighting. So that's what they responded there for.
Middletown Deputy Police Chief Malcolm Tipton says the officers knocked on the apartment door and identified themselves as police. Tipton says one of the men opened the door with a handgun pointed at the officers. He says an officer opened fire and shot and killed the man. DeAndre Horde was playing video games when he heard the gunshots.
I heard like shots, 6, 7 shots go off. I look outside and I ain't see nothing. And then people started texting my phone and stuff. And then I seen the police come up. And then, people, my mom, she got a call that somebody got shot.
Hill says that officer only had a millisecond to make the decision to open fire.
He had a millisecond to survive. He had a millisecond to be with his family today on Christmas or not to be with his family today on Christmas. And that's what it came down to. There was not even truly time to think. It became simply a training reflex.
He tells me that officer is shaken up but physically fine.
Right now, still several unanswered questions, including what these two men were fighting about that started all of this. We also don't know if the deceased said anything to these officers before he opened that door with a firearm in his hand.
You can always find our stories here on YouTube, but go ahead and click subscribe to get notifications and stay in the know.